Hi folks, back to oil painting. I did this watercolour 20 years ago, might be even longer. It's a sketch, but I love it. I just like the shapes and the etherealness and the abstractness of it. So I'm going to try and do something like that. I'm not going to copy it, but well, it won't be short of a copy, but I was with some friends last night, some very close friends. One who was arranged a couple of Denby's winery exhibitions that had several years ago. It's a good success. And another friend that we were out to dinner last night, Fred Gillespie. Now, Fred Gillespie is a fantastic watercolour painter, representational, not abstract. A man of many talents. He's like, I call him the Fred Dibner of the South. Now, for American viewers, Fred Dibner was an engineer, steeplejack, steam engine restorer. He could do anything. Had a very, very sharp brain. I wouldn't have thought so, didn't look like it. But he could bring a chimney down using the old-fashioned method of pit props and old tyres, and burn the pit props and bring a chimney down, a huge chimney down, exactly where he wanted, before the dynamite boys got in on the act. But anyway, Fred, he's got a Mulso frame cutter in his outhouse, and along with lathes. He was a scientific instrument maker, but he can do everything. Have a look at his website. It's Fred Gillespie, that's 2 L's, Gillespie, Fred Gillespie. Google and just enjoy it. I've mentioned him many times before, but we had an evening with him last night, and he's getting on now. He's 85, but still very, very active, glad to say. Right, now let's put a sky in. I'm working off my board, my palette down below. I can't show you everything, it would just take too long. So let's just go with a bit of a bright sky, a bit of blue. A bit of blue. This is a bit of this is the £90 fabric, £90 Saunders rough, which I'm painting over because it was a demo, but I wasn't going to go anywhere. So just get a bit of paint on there. Plenty of medium. I was using walnuts, alkyd oil. Or walnut alkyd medium. It's a fast dryer. So just blocking in. So let's just get some approximate colours. A bit of yellow ochre, touch of red. Okay. Quite a low horizon on this one. Just want to get some covering on here. Okay. Now let's put that brush aside. Get another brush. I'm going to paint a dark colour in the foreground. Alright, so blue and red. Oh, that's just a bit too thin. See, I can impose some grasses on that, but that's just a bit too thin. Just you can use black and red. my palette is cadmium yellow pale, yellow ochre, cadmium red, ultramarine, burnt sienna and black. A bit of dark where I'm going to put that tree, a tree. And I'll put some lower down trees, a bit of yellow, a bit of black, and just a bit of those colours. Blue in there. Okay, so that's a basic job. Now I'm using a 64GB memory card here, which I was informed would overcome the splitting of the video. It's about 34 minutes. But it doesn't work. It still splits the video, so I'll just let it run. It doesn't show, but I have to edit it in Windows Movie Maker. So if anybody's got any ideas, we know that the EU had something to do with that process. The software to stop the camcorders coming into Europe, recording videos longer than 30 odd minutes. But I'm sort of a greenie when it comes to all that. Right, let's go back to the sky now. Right, that's my sky brush, moment. So let's get a bit of that yellow ochre and a touch of paint down to the to those trees. Fred Gillespie loves his fishing, and he paints himself in some of his paintings, his watercolours. That's all he does. He doesn't do anything else. He doesn't do oil. But apart from being a scientific instrument maker, he was for most of his working life he was a sign writer, and he does sort of sign writing for various associations, like military associations, on their display boards. I've not added any gesso to this. That just needs to dry for a little bit before it will take more paint. So let's get another brush. Right, let's have a bit of green in there. So black and a touch of a touch of a bit of white in there. Touch of red. Okay. And let's get those dark greeny colours back in here. Right, that'll do for a minute. We'll put in some bit of okay. Some of that darker green. Right, let's get a nice light green on that horizon. Sort of a yellowy. Now, this lot here, I'm going to put further back, so we want more blue in there. I need to put some greens in there. Right, a bit of blue and black, I think. A bit of red. Just a bit of light coming into there. Oh, let's put more white in there. Right, I'm going to just start to put in this foreground here now. I'm going to use a sort of a hairy brush. That one. That one. So a bit of ochre, bit of black. Might even put a bit of a stream going through there. Thinking about it, and I just put my cloth into my paint. Now this is sort of impressionist painting, or my version of it. Okay, well let's I'll get another brush and put in this fetch. Put in, let's put a bit of a stream through there, bit bluish. Right, that's not going to show, is it? But it will if I put some darker green on the side of it. It's all about counter change. I'm cleaning my brushes as I go in this piece of old towel. Just get the bristles clear of oil paint. We could have a bit of darkish greeny. Right, just a bit of dark in there, dark, sort of blue, that sort of colour. Soften that. Right, oh, they're good, we've got a rivet in now. Now, I've got to just green up that a bit, so let's have a nice green. I'm only using the, I'm not using any ready-made greens. That's my palette. That's all we got. Most of that will get wasted. So we've got a bit of shadow in there, so let's get that darker green. The blue, the yellow, shadow in there, soften, get that shadowy area down in there, soften. Do the same here, shadow behind. See, I'm making this up as I'm going along. So we've got that sort of valley there. Alright, now we're getting a nice light green. When you're mixing using the black, lift up a dab of the yellow and then put the black into it If you do it the other way around, it'll stay black. It's peculiar, but it does. Put a bit of white in there. Catching the light. No, that's not quite right, is it? Right, I'll go back to the sky. I need to put some, oh look, my brush is coming off the handle. That will have to be stuck in a pot of glue. Right, I'm going to do more work on the sky now. So I want that nice bluey colour. Touch of medium, just to help it spread. See, it'll just fill in now. So I'm going to have to wait, start painting for them because I haven't got any frames that are gallery quality. And last time I sold about £1,000 worth. It's a lot of work, because you have to man it as well by doing it. But it's a lovely place. It's, for those that don't know, Denby's in Dorking, where my daughter lives, is a fabulous vineyard where they Wetherspoon, one of my hero Tim Martin, who founded Wetherspoon, he's opening pubs when pubs are shutting, and he's giving people what they want. I'm a great advocate of the value for money and the fabulous beers he supplies through his outlets. He supports 500 microbrewers now nationwide. He's got about 1,000 pubs plus hotels now, and I'm a great real ale man. I love proper craft beers. Not sure I like the lemony flavour of some of the beers, but they are popular. So let's just get some subtle, gentle clouds in here. So a nice gentle sky. Could be a morning. Bit of impasto there. I'm mixing a bit of red in, just so that it'll show really. I'm doing this at a distance. Okay, now I want to do something down there. So let's invent a bit of a. We can always change it. Maybe a bit of blue. Well, that's coming on. I can put a little bit of cloud in the sky, just a gentle touch of cadmium red, white and a bit of ultramarine. Right, I'm going to start to enliven this I don't think I want to put in any, I might do, but any branches and trunks and things. Some dark shadowy stuff in here. Right, get some light yellow now. Put some air back in there. Alright, put a bit of blue, a bit of light blue in that background. Okay, shadow in there. Right, bit of ochre. Just mixing ochre with a bit of lemon or that cad yellow. Excuse me. Just a bit of sort of a bushy stuff there to get that counter change. I'm not so sure about that. Let's just scrape that off. I don't really like it. So that counter change. Could do that with watercolour. I'll just put that back now, reinstate that blue. Comes a time when all paintings get to that stage where you lose it. It sort of goes away from it, but then it comes back. Right. Now then, I've got an idea. What I'm going to do is just to put the river back and just put an outline of dark banks rather than try to do it with trees, because they clash with in scale with the trees behind. So let's go back to that. Right. Ochre. Oh, let's just bring in a bit of light in here. I'm just wondering, some bushes might be expedient there. So let's mix a brighter greeny. Try that. That might be a bit better, just some bushy stuff there. I'll just raise up that hill there. Maybe some even larger ones than that. Let's just put them in. Okay, well, get dark. Well, that's not too bad, is it? Just go back with right. Let's see if we can simplify this foreground now. Let's change it all. Sorry about coughing. Right, just a grassy sward I think we're going to turn that into. bit of shadowy colour. Oh, that's coming on. Let's get back into that tree on the right there now. That's some shadow. I'll get those light greens back on there. Okay, some of that colour back in there, catching that light. Right, I suppose we could sort of a lake. Well, maybe we'll have to relent and put in a bit of rigger work. Let's have a bit of. That's no good. That brush, that's useless. Well, this afternoon, going to watch my team, Crystal Palace. The four of us going, my grandson, his friend, my son. I'm looking for, this is a fine, very fine brush. Okay. I get my stick, my marl stick. Not very good at this. I can't seem to. The painting's too wet, really. Just opens it up in there a little bit. Right, well, I can't do much more than that. I think it's a little bit of a fade here, but then again, let's put in some poppies down here. I'll put a mount on it, and we'll have a look. We'll have a butcher's at it. Butcher's hook, rhyming slang. Butcher's hook, look. And as I was born, probably about 10 miles from Bow Bells. Right, this is where we're going to get messy. Let's find that mount there. It's quite a bit smaller than what I've done, but whoops! I'll just pin that. It's 11:15 already. Well, there now, it's painting. Let's just lift you right up. Let's come back here. Alright, well there we are. One for Saturday morning, an oil painting, not the best I've done for a while. But I think if you set out the idea of turning a watercolour into an oil, I think you make a rod for your own back. It's much better to just use it as a guide and do something, make up something based on it, rather than copying it. Just a little bit of adjustment I can see. I don't know what brushes I've used and what ones I haven't. Don't like that. Get a bit of dark through there. Okay, no more. Thanks for watching, folks. See you next week. Enjoy your weekend. Bye bye.